Hi everyone, it's Tamara Jean, your spiritual holistic healer and inspiring visionary here on High Vibe TV. And this is a special energy update with tools for transformation. So your crystals and essential oils for the full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn that we have happening on July 16th, 2019. I wanted to wait. I normally put it out on Fridays, but I wanted to wait a couple days so that you could really utilize these oils and crystals right with the full moon lunar eclipse that's going to be happening. It's going to be very, very powerful. It is powerful completions, but also powerful new beginning and really setting your course as this eclipse energy will carry through till our next eclipse. Well, the solar eclipse that we had with the new moon, that is all carrying through to the next solar eclipse on December 26th later this year, just a few days after the winter solstice or summer solstice if you're in the southern hemisphere. But this is a powerful time right now with this full moon lunar eclipse in Capricorn, dealing with the shadows and structures and imbalances within yourself and relationships and being highlighted on the global level. It's going to bring more exposure of, secrets and a lot more things that are not in alignment being exposed, and the light being shined upon these things in order for there to be transformation happening at the global scale. So the essential oils and crystals that I have for you will help you with your individual personal processes. And of course, as you make those shifts and transformation changes within you, that also helps. It ripples out to the collective. So the more truth you reveal within yourself, the more truth is going to be revealed in the collective, and big shifts can really take place. It's very supportive for that. And we are going through a very big spiritual and transformational healing process, and as part of it's a rebirthing. I'm sure you can feel that. And right, birth can be, it's painful. Giving birth is painful, and then imagine coming through the canal when you're being born. It's like constrictive, but when you come out, right, it's very bright, bright light. So knowing that we are in this part of, they're giving me that visual that I've had before as going through like a wormhole in, time, space, and coming out of that. And it's like this whole new projection, whole new experience and beginning, whole new adventure. So it is making your choices, but you want to make them where you are coming from a place of wholeness and clarity. So the essential oils that I have for you to use with this full moon lunar eclipse and during these current energies this week, first is to continue using the black pepper, that oil of unmasking. So it's going to help you look at all of those aspects that the full moon is illuminating on, more of the deeper hidden shadow aspects, some that we may not, want to look at or have had a hard time. We're also transmuting a lot of shame and guilt, especially associated with these different aspects of ourselves. And so this rebirthing process that we're going through is part of a full self-acceptance and also acceptance of others, respecting other people's paths and shifting that perception of, if they are abusing a substance. Well, what is the underlying, what is really happening there, instead of viewing them from a judgmental space. And we're really making this shift in all those different perceptions. And so the black pepper helping to reveal and shed light on all those things that get hidden in the nitty gritty of our soul and our bodies, and really releasing that judgment and repression, and start to shift that shame and guilt and move into compassion and non-judgment. And it's going to reignite the light in your soul and those innate gifts that your soul has, so you can really live in integrity with your true self, right? Which is kind of the whole theme of this year, is stepping up into your true self. Next oil is helichrysum. And so this is the oil for pain, and it is for physical pain as well as emotional pain. And this is going to be, you know, some intense emotional times as we are healing at the core of these deep wounds. And it gives powerful support and hope that these deep wounds can be healed. It comes with the energy of the sun. Helichrysum has a relationship with the sun energy. And so it's really going to help guide you through the darkness and lead you into new heights of spiritual consciousness. Because you know, when you go through those dark nights of the soul, you just have this another phase of profound awakening on your ascension journey. And it's going to give you the strength and the courage and the stamina for this transformation and rebirthing process. Next oil is myrrh. So this is the oil of Mother Earth. And going through the current energies, there is a rise in the feminine, the divine feminine, and more that receiving and nurturing, because there's been right, the masculine and feminine energies have been out of balance for a very long time. And so with this rising of the divine feminine, it's going to help the soul to feel the love and nurturing of this energy and assist you in feeling safe and secure. It helps you redevelop that trust within your soul, and that your soul feels safe again. And so the crystals that I have to complement this, these processes that we're going through, first is angel aura quartz. So if you could see that, you probably have seen me wear this pendant a lot. It's a very powerful crystal. It strengthens your connection to the divine and the cosmos, and it optimizes your abilities. And it is the crystal known for new horizons. And we're really going to, I feel, begin to see that in our physical reality more into as we get closer to the end of the month. But working with this crystal really brings in that high vibration of the divine and the cosmos, keeping yourself connected to that so that you are staying in that high vibe, and then also in alignment with the timeline, with the high vibe goals and desires, with those outcomes that you want to experience. Next is chrysocolla. So this helps to alleviate, it kind of looks like turquoise. It has a little bit more, I would say, blue in it. It alleviates fear and guilt, the things we are transmuting, and nervous tension, because there may be some conversations that need to be had with, you know, the imbalances that may be illuminated with this full moon. You may need to have some heart-to-heart conversations, and that we can get very nervous. And lavender actually is a great oil for that as well. If you are feeling that you're going that direction, you have to have some heart-to-heart conversations. Lavender is the oil of communication, and it really helps you feel safe. And it's very calming, obviously. We all know that. It's very peaceful and calming and relaxing. But it helps you feel safe in talking about and sharing your deeper thoughts and feelings. So when you have to have those conversations, lavender will help with that. And the chrysocolla also, it crystallizes unconditional love, acceptance, as we're all working on, and tolerance. And it makes it easier to forgive others, because we may need to be doing some forgiveness work for ourselves and for others at this time of different things we're seeing. We're also working through and healing a lot of trauma, and I see it connected to a lot of childhood experiences, and those memories also have been coming up recently. So again, with the myrrh oil being the oil of Mother Earth, is also very helpful in those literal mother-child bonds that may have been broken, or perhaps trust has been broken, or a disconnection. And myrrh will be very helpful with that as well, and reconnecting that nurturing and safe feeling like you would typically have with a mother-child relationship. Next I have is chrysoprase. So this really helps with full self-acceptance and acceptance of others. Next is jet. And so this is a stone of Capricorn. And I wanted to show, because sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. There's a lot of black stones, and sometimes it's like, oh, well, how do you know which is which? There's black obsidian, black tourmaline. So I'm going to try and get close here with this. So jet, it's really just solid black. There's no rutilation or striations. It's just a solid black, where tourmaline has more of the striations, as you can see there, ridges. And obsidian is like glass. So obsidian is formed in different volcanic areas. Jet is not. So you can see how it's more glass-like. So I just wanted to show you the difference with those, so you know that, okay, this is jet. And because it removes negative energies from your body, reducing the hold that emotions such as fear and sadness can have over you. So it's going to help you release those out of your body, because we're in a physical reality, right? Third dimensional physical reality. And so our physical bodies, when things come through our bodies, I always tell people it's like the light at the end of the tunnel. You know that you're like, oh my gosh, okay, like I'm almost through this, when it shows up in or comes through the physical in that way. So when you're releasing that stuff out of the body, it's like you're so close to the, final transmutation of that particular thing, and it's going to help ground and stabilize you. Next is onyx. Onyx comes in many different colors, not just black. So this is a piece of onyx, and it's very soothing and healing and protective, and it helps to banish grief and old habits. So you may be feeling some grief as we release and complete the things that no longer serve us, and also breaking those old habits and patterns and cycles that are not in alignment for where you, in the new direction that you are going. And black onyx, I don't have a piece of it, but it is very helpful. It absorbs and transforms negative energy, and will also protect the draining of your personal energy, and it really helps also to develop strength and stamina in the physical and emotional bodies during grief or confusion or loss. So that would also be helpful during this energy. And last but not least is Unikite. So it's like an olive green with some peach. And this releases blockages to help you deal with issues of the past so that you can live in the present. So you can, right, let the past be the past, have that resolution and that completion. We're calling back in energies. We've really been fragmented, energetically, which also can come across as like you're scattered mentally, right? Your thoughts are scattered, you're everywhere, you're here and there, you're there. And now the pieces are going to start coming together. And as you are doing this work, I like to say when I'm calling my energy back to me through these rebirthing and healing processes, is that it is cleansed and purified and easily integrates back into my energetic field and grid and all of my bodies, the physical and subtle energy bodies, and that it is for my highest good. And then you can really feel the difference and feel that wholeness and that more complete, fulfilled sense and feeling in as we move forward through the month and really forward on our journey. This whole month has just been an accelerated spiritual and emotional growth, healing, transformation to really get you in alignment, like I would say, like synced up with the universe, so that you are ready to physically more action forward in your soul's purpose. So thank you for joining me. I hope you have a very powerful, wonderful, insightful full moon lunar eclipse on the 16th. And I look forward to seeing you next time.